Hi, today I'm going to make Star of Bethlehem, a very pretty little flower. Materials required are crepe paper in green, white, some tissue paper, orange colored pen, green colored pencil, green floral tape, some cotton wool, thin wire and a thick wire. All measurements are in centimeter. This is the stencil for the bud. This is 3 centimeter by 2 centimeter. Cut as many as you like. This is for the stamen. This is 2.25 by 1.5. Cut one piece per flower. These are the petals. So this is a small petal. This is 3.75 long and 0.75 wide here. And the stem is 1 by 0.30. And the bigger one is 4.25 in length and 1 centimeter in wide, and the stem is 1 by 0.30 again. This is of the bract. This is a strip, so this is 42 centimeters in length and 3 centimeters high, and the width of each of these triangles would be about 0.6 of a centimeter. These are of single bracts, so this is 5 centimeters by 0.75. Cut as many as the flowers are. This is for the ovary. This is 1.5 by 4 centimeters. Cut one piece per flower. And this is the leaf. This is 25 centimeters by 1 centimeter width. For the small bud, cut a piece of thin wire. This is about 5 centimeters long. Now take some wool, a little bit. Take the wire, put some glue on one end and just stick this wool on it. Pull it down a bit because we want a pointed top. Just roll it. So you get a shape like this. Take the piece for the bud, stretch it. Apply glue. And then just stick it on it. Pulling down the corners. And just press the top to get that pointed look. So you get a bud like this. Now take some green tape, just enough to cover the wire. So start from the base of the bud. So you get a bud like this. For the half open flower, again cut a piece of thin wire. This is again 5 centimeters long. Now I've cut a strip of white paper, just a thin strip. So just stretch it. Apply glue on it. And wind it on the thin wire, covering about 2 centimeters of the wire. Just about this much. Like this. Now take the piece for the ovary, just stretch it. Apply glue in it. And leaving a little about half a centimeter from the tip of the wire, just wind it at the same place, forming a thickened kind of a shape like this. So this becomes the ovary of the flower. Now take the stamen and the orange pen and just color one end of it. on both sides. Like this. Now cut triangles from this, very thin triangles. Leave about half a centimeter on one end. And cut 6 of these. Like this. Now just stretch them. Apply glue on the base. And position them just below the pistil. So they'll stick. Take a petal and just color the base with this green pencil. Like this. So I have colored all of them, and they are all the smaller size petals, not the large one. Now just curl them slightly inside. So they'll curl like this towards the inside. Now apply some glue on the stem and stick it. The stem of the petal should start where the stamen ends. So just stick one first. This will come next to it, the same height. And this will come in the gap, forming a kind of a triangle. Like this. Now the other 3 petals will come in the gap between the previous petals. Like this. So I'll just stick the other 2. Take a bit of the tape and wind it from the base of this half open flower till the end of the wire. Now just open out the petals a little, not too much. Like this. So this will form the half open flower. For the fully open flower, cut a piece of thin wire. This is about 6 centimeters long. So I've already covered it with the white paper. So I'll just make the ovary and the stamen on it, just like I did for the half open flower. Now I'll stick the petals, starting with the small ones. So in the same way as I did for the half open flower, I'll stick these in a triangular formation. Like this, and I'll put the bigger ones in between the smaller ones and at a slightly higher point. So this would come like this, slightly higher than the shorter ones. So I'll just stick the other two. Now cut a small piece of the green tape. Now just open out the flowers, just press down the petals a bit. So this is how the flower would look. Take the thick wire and the tissue paper, fold it in half lengthwise, and then again apply glue and wind it on the wire. So we don't want a very thick stem. Take the brag strip and just stretch each of these triangles so that they curve a bit like this. So I'll just do that with all of them, the whole strip. So just apply glue . So put it on top of the wire like this. First it wind it at the same place once or twice and then go down slowly. Don't stretch the paper or anything, just sort of go down like this. So I'll cover the whole thing like this. So this is how it looks. Now when you're left with the last 10-12 centimeters, just give a sort of a little crease in each of these triangles so the wrapping is slightly loose. like this, and then just gently open these out. Some of the lower bracts. Like this. Now cut a slightly longer piece of the tape. Stretch it. First just wind it once. Now take a bud, so I'll start with the smaller one. Hold it on the stem and take a bract and hold it next to the stem of the bud, and then wind. Then similarly take a half open flower and a bract. The other one. Now I'll put the flowers in the same way. So just put one flower first and a bract. So I'll just put all the flowers like this. So after putting all the flowers and covering most of the stem, towards the end just attach these leaves. So you can put as many as you would like. Now just curl the leaf from half the point. Like so, and open out the flowers a bit. Like so. So this is how the flower would look.